अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानार्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामीति नामिने। नमो ओ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवं गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पार्षददेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hello everyone, Namaste, Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhagavad Gita study group. We are in the 18th chapter. In our previous sessions, we completed up to 17 chapters. And starting today, we'll see from chapter 18. So, chapter 18 is a summary of all previous chapters. If you have missed any of the previous chapters, no problem. Krishna is going to cover everything. Is a summary of all previous chapters, and Krishna concludes this 18th chapter with a wonderful message that is a takeaway message for everybody. It's a beautiful chapter, chapter number 18, which is titled Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. So, as always, before we start any new chapter, we will go and revise what we have learned in previous chapters. But this time, since I gave the overview last time, I think in long back in the sometime in the first week of December, it's an overview. But this in this session, we'll see the overview, similar overview, but in a different format. It's a Q&A format, question and answer format. Okay, so that way we can see what's in the mind of Arjuna and what is the response given by Krishna. It's a question and answer format. So that way we can see the connections of the entire Bhagavad Gita, the flow of the entire Bhagavad Gita, how it starts, where it goes, how it goes, and what is the message. It's like we should keep ourselves in the shoe of Arjuna now, thinking I am Arjuna, okay, I am Arjuna, and Krishna is responding to me, right? So what's the question Arjuna asked, and what's the question? What's the answer Krishna is responding? How Krishna is responding to that question. Okay, so it's a beautiful way of putting together all this 17 questions. We'll see the overview. Okay, we also have the similar questions. When you have the similar questions, we can see Arjuna is asking on our behalf. Okay, so we'll start with the first question. I see a chat message. Okay, all right. So we'll start with the first question. What's the first question? This is a question Arjuna asked. So basically, there are 40 questions, close to 40 plus questions. But 17 questions are most important questions. So that drives the flow of entire Bhagavad Gita. So we'll just see 17. Okay. So this is the first question Arjuna asked. What is my dharma? What is my duty right now? Why Arjuna is asking this question? What's going on in his mind? He was confused about his duty. He was on the battlefield, and to his misfortune, on the opposite side, the opponents were his own relatives. He has to fight his own relatives, and he has to kill his own relatives. And looking at them, he felt very compassionate and gave various reasons and dropped his bow and arrow and says, Krishna, I cannot fight. But because of his good intelligence, he has this question. Krishna, can you tell me what is my duty right now? What should I do? कार्पण्य दोषो प्रभाता स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वं धर्म सम्मूढ़ चेता यश्रेयस्यं निश्चितं भूयितां मे शिष्यस्तेहं स्वात्मां प्रपन्नम. I surrender unto you. I take shelter unto you. I'm confused about my duty. What is my duty right now? Tell me. Now Krishna answers. Krishna answers. Krishna says, the first thing Krishna says, you're speaking like a learned scholar, but you have not understood clearly the scriptures. Hmm? So, what is your job profile? What is your duty? What is your role here? You are a soldier. You are a police officer. You are a police officer. As a police officer, as a soldier, your duty is to kill. Your duty is to punish the miscreants, punish the criminals. Otherwise, if you don't do that, there will be adharma. Adharma prevails everywhere. So, as a police officer, as a soldier, your duty is to fight and kill opponents. When you kill them, there is no sin. When you fight them, there is no sin. If you don't fight them, if you ignore your duty, if you disregard your duty, there is sin. Wow, right? No, Krishna gives a beautiful answer here. If you disregard your duty, there is a sin. Okay? And most importantly, what dies when you kill them? What dies is their body. Hmm? For a soul, there is no death. Soul is eternal. Soul is eternal. Hmm? Just like how we change our bodies, just as like how we change our dress clothes every day. Every day we change our clothes. Similarly, when the body is unfit for the soul to live, soul goes and finds another body. As simple as that. It just changes the body. What changes and what deteriorates, what dies is a body alone. For the soul, there is no death. When you shoot the arrows and kill them, what dies is a body. What dies is the body, not the soul. I know, I know your condition. You're worried about karmic reactions, the bad action. You think your deeds are bad. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll tell you a trick. I'll tell you a trick by which you don't get any karmic reactions. You don't get any karma. You don't get any karma. So what is the technique? Krishna says you work like a yogi. You work like a karma yogi. Apply, apply intelligence to your work. Don't just mechanically work. Don't just mechanically work, but apply intelligence to your work. That's called buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga. Karma yoga. Nishkama karma yoga. Add intelligence to your work. What is the mindset one should have? Intelligence here means the mindset. You work with the proper mindset. Don't fight with envy. Don't fight with envy. Don't fight with hatredness. In other words, don't do your duty with hatredness. Don't do your duty with envy. Don't do your duty with jealous in your mind. Don't do your duty with um, disrespecting people. Just do your duty as a matter of duty. Do your duty as a service to me, as a devotional service to me, as a spiritual activity. Do your duty as a service to me. When you do like that, without attachments to result, without attachment to result, without expectation of, without attachment to the work itself, just do for its sake of doing, without attachment to the work, and be neutral to success or failure. So this is a mindset you should have. I repeat again. Okay, I repeat again. What is the mindset you should have? You do your duty as a devotional service to me, as a seva service to me. Don't get too much attached to the work, and don't get too much attached to the results, success or failure. Be neutral. If you can have that mindset, if you can work with that mindset, then the same action is liberating. It's liberating. The same action will lead you to liberation. What is that liberation? You remain undisturbed while living in this world. You do all your actions. What are the actions you do? You remain undisturbed. Such a state of mind is called sthita pragnatvam. Sthita pragnatvam. Sthita means steady. Prajna means intelligence, steady intelligence, undisturbed state of mind. You can attain that nature. That leads to liberation, that will eventually leads to liberation. Arjuna rushed to ask this question. I want to become that. What are the characteristics of a person? That's the second question now. This is the second question asked by Arjuna. Okay. So what's the answer to the first question? Krishna says, your duty, what is your duty? As a soldier, you should fight. That is your duty. Okay. By you killing, you'll get good credits, good karma anyway. To avoid the good karma, you do with the proper mindset. You work without attachment to the work itself as a service to me, and be neutral to success or failure. If you have that mindset, then you can come to the stage of a sthita prajna, undisturbed state of mind. Now Arjuna asks the second question. This is the second question Arjuna asking. What are the characteristics of a self-realized person? So what Krishna said, you'll come to the stage of a self-realized soul. Undisturbed state of mind, sthita prajna, jnana yogi. So Arjuna wants to know what are the characteristics of a self-realized person. Maybe he wants to see if he sees someone on the park or Costco or a temple or any place, he wants to find out when he is around the people, he wants to find out, oh, is this a self-realized soul? Is this guy a self-realized soul? Hmm? Not just that, but Arjuna also want to come to that stage. He wants to attain that stage of a self-realized soul. That's the reason he's asking. So Arjuna Krishna answers this beautifully, says, Dukeshu Sukeshu Dukeshu Anudvignamha Sukeshu Vijata Spraha Vitaraga Bhayakroda Sitadir Muni Richate. So in happiness or distress, is neutral. In distress, he is not disturbed. His state of mind is not disturbed, he is neutral. This is a characteristic of a self-realized soul, a gnana yogi, a person who has attained the sthita prajna, undisturbed state of mind. In the situations where there are distressful situations he is going through, he is undisturbed. When everything is going well, when he's happy, is so much joy is coming in his life, he's still undisturbed. He's not too much elated when there is a happiness or joy, and he's not too much dejected or doesn't become hopeless when there is a distressful situations in his life. He's a neutral despite any situation. I know this is a stage, it's hard to attain, but you can attain this stage by some practice. It's not just anybody can attain this state, right? You can attain this stage, undisturbed state of mind, by some practice. Okay. The initial practice is you need to have good control of mind and senses. These mind and senses are so powerful. Actually, these senses are so powerful. The senses are like horses, wild horses. They go and run behind, they disturb your mind. They increase desires. Whatever the senses see, the senses trigger desires in you. Okay, so it's very natural. You need to have good control of mind and senses. In the beginning stage, just like a tortoise or turtle, just like a turtle, when there is a danger, anticipation of danger, turtle pulls his limbs. His limbs back. So similarly, in the beginning stage, as you are in this world, dealing in this world, wherever your mind wanders, wherever your senses wander, pull it back, drag it, drag it. It is hard, but you practice it. And as you go, it may be difficult, but it can be attained very easily by the practice of devotional service, bhakti. When you fix the mind on me, then sense control, mind control becomes easy. So Krishna is hinting bhakti yoga here. Devotional service, bhakti. Krishna is saying, if you do devotional service, if you do bhakti, unalloyed devotion unto me, mind and controlling mind and senses become very easy. It becomes a natural thing. You don't have to strive hard by your own strength to control mind and senses. But if you do not control your mind and senses, there is a big fall down. There is a big fall down. The fall down is dhyayate vishapunsa sangaste shubhachayate. Whatever you see, you want it. Whatever you see, you want it. And you develop attachment towards it. You develop attachment towards it. You develop obsession towards it. You always hanker for it. If you attain it, the hankering becomes greed. You want more and more and more. If you do not attain it, that becomes you become more and more uh, distressful. If you get it, you are so much elated. If you don't get, you're so much greedy. If you don't get it, you become mad. Hmm. And when you are angry, then you lose control of your mind and senses. That will degrade you. You lose your memory because of so-called episodes of anger that will destroy your mind memory levels, and that will totally bring you down. That will disrupt your consciousness. So you need to have good control of mind and senses. You can have it by fixing your mind on me, says Krishna. So it's a message for everybody. It's a beautiful from that's how this second chapter concludes. Now Arjuna asked, what this is what Arjuna heard. Okay, what he heard, you need to have good control of mind and senses by practice of yoga. Okay, now third question Arjuna is asking, what exactly do you want me to do? Should I fight or renounce? Should I fight or renounce? Why Arjuna is asking this question? He's confused again. What's his confusion? Krishna said, what Krishna said? Hmm? You be in this world, be untouched by this world, and you fix your mind on me, you'll come to the stage of a self-realized soul. Arjuna is confused that if my goal is to attain self-realization, if my goal is to attain God realization, then why are you asking me to fight? Why can't I renounce the world and go into forest and work towards controlling my mind and senses, fixing the mind on you? Why should I do my duty? Why can't I just directly uh, attain that, work towards my goal, ultimate goal of liberation? Why should I do my duty? Just as like a child, if you say, hey, you'll become a doctor when you start from kindergarten, you'll become a doctor eventually. You need to study well, you become a doctor. But the child is asking, if my goal is to become a doctor, why can't I just go and practice right now? Right? That's kind of question Arjuna is asking now. Now Krishna says, if your goal is to become the liberated soul, self-realized soul, you need to start somewhere. What is that somewhere? You need to learn to work. You need to be in this world and work like a karma yogi. Learn by working, you'll develop detachment. Not by renouncing, but by working itself, you can develop detachment. That's called karma yoga. That's called karma yoga. If you artificially renounce and go to forest and work towards liberation, your mind is not purified yet. Your mind is not purified yet. Huh? You may go, but your friends will call you. You get phone calls, WhatsApp messages. You'll think of the all the good things happened in your life, all the sense enjoyments you had, all those things will come into your mind. You are in the forest, but your mind is not in the forest. You are meditating on the all the pleasures you had before. So artificial renouncing is not good. If you artificially renounce, you're called a mithyachari, a pretender. Don't be a pretender. Don't artificially renounce. You just be in this world and work with proper mindset. The mindset I told you already. That is, you work as a selfless service to me. Don't be too much attached to the work. Be neutral to success or failure. and you fix your mind on me, you practice devotional service, then you'll remain undisturbed in this world. Okay, if you think you are already attained the self-realization, you're at the stage of self-realization, you still have to work. If you think you are a great soul and you're already at the stage of self-realization, you still have to work. Why? To set an example, to set an example to normal people. Huh? There is a person called Janaka. Janaka, he's a king. He's a king. He had everything in his life. He has money, wealth, people, unlimited pleasures, unlimited happiness. Even though he had everything, he remained undisturbed. Even though he was dealing in all the situations, he remained undisturbed. Hmm? So do not, no need to think about artificial renunciation. You be in this world, enjoy all the pleasures, and develop a state of detachment by proper mindset. Proper mindset. If you have the proper mindset, then it's easy. Then it's easy to deal any situation in your life. Okay. Now Arjuna's fourth question. Okay, Krishna, you're not letting me to go to forest. You're making me sit and do my duty, like my boss in the office. Okay, I'll do whatever you say. But there is always a pull. Huh? What makes us act against our best interest? Against our best interest. This happens, we take New Year resolution, but we leave it. Right? We do all kinds of resolutions, just last for 1 or 2 days. This is the same happening in case of Arjuna also here. Huh? What is that makes us against our best interest? The beautiful question Arjuna is asking. Okay, Krishna's answer is it's a lust. Kamayesha, Krodayesha, Rajoguna, Samudbhava, Mahashanu, Mahapapa, Vidyena, Hevairinam. It's an enemy to the soul. Krishna says the so-called lust, the desire to enjoy through senses, the hankering to enjoy through senses, the sense of vision, sense of taste, sense of smelling or whatever, sense of touching, the hankering to enjoy through senses is a vairi, it's an enemy to the soul. That is the one which drags you down. That is the one which will make you to work against your interest. You take a New Year resolution, but that resolution doesn't last. You take a new resolution to not to eat certain thing, but you're hankering to you already experience the pleasure. You already experience the pleasure of eating, and suddenly if you stop it, that won't work. Right? Your hankering is there. That is the one. That hankering is the one. The desire, lust is the one which makes everybody to go against their best interest. Oh wow. Then what should I do? After this, Arjuna had a perplexed face. Perplexed face. Arjuna was like, Krishna, I understand everything. You are making me sit and do my duty with proper mindset, and my duty leads to liberation. Yes, I can control my senses. I do not hanker. Uh, is this the first time you're teaching me? Hmm. Am I the guinea pig? Am I the guinea pig here? Is this the first time you are teaching me? Is this something you are introducing by yourself? Huh? And that was his mindset. Krishna could read his mindset, and Krishna answered. Krishna says, buddy, hey buddy, this is not the first time I'm teaching you. I taught to many people in the past. The so-called Karma Yoga or working in Krishna consciousness. So this is what I taught to many people in the past. I taught to many people in the past, and most recently, in the beginning of creation, to Sun God. Huh? And and then this is also Arjuna asked this question: Is Sun God exists? Is Sun God is after you? So that is when Krishna teaches, yes, buddy, I'm not like you. I'm a supreme Lord. Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwarapi san prakritistaam adhisthaya sambhavami atma maya. I'm not like you. I'm not like an ordinary person. I'm the Supreme Lord God Himself. I do not have a birth like you. Don't think like you and I born. I don't. I descend. I descend from the spiritual world as I am. As I am. I descend. Why do you descend? Do you have any work to do here? Do you want to play with people, or do you have a mission to accomplish? Yes. My mission is to re-establish dharma. To re-establish dharma. Hmm? People are not even following their rules and duties. People are not even doing their duties properly. They're creating problems to themselves. They're creating problems to others. There is so much chaos in this world. Whenever there is a chaos in this world, I discern myself. I discern myself to re-establish dharma, to teach, and to reciprocate with my devotees. My devotees who are eagerly waiting to see me, my devotees who are eagerly waiting to see me, for them I definitely come. I come, I reciprocate with them, and I re-establish dharma also. I punish the miscreants also. That's a secondary duty. That's why I came. But when I come, I do so many lila pastimes. As a Rama, I gave Ramayana. There is so much about me. I'd have done so many pastimes. As a Krishna, from the baby childhood, I have done so many pastimes. So many pastimes. You just meditate on those pastimes. If you can meditate on the pastimes, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tatvadaha tyakta deham punarjanma iti mam yasata arjuna. If you can meditate on those pastimes I have done, you'll not take birth again. You'll not take birth again. You don't have to celebrate your birthdays again in next lifetime. This lifetime is a last lifetime. If you can fixate your mind on me and meditate on me. Very beautifully Krishna says this. Now Krishna comes back to the topic of Karma Yoga. Krishna says, okay, I know you're perplexed face. This is not the first time I'm teaching you. I taught to many people. I descend again and again. Whenever and wherever there is a need, I descend and teach, re-establish Dharma. Okay. And this karma, I was speaking to you, this karma yoga, right? This karma yoga to work with proper mindset. Okay. This is quite intricate. It's hard to understand. Hmm? What is right duty, wrong duty, what should be done, what should not be done, it is hard. Then you need to go and find a guru, a preacher who can tell you what is right, what is wrong, and learn from them and work work like a yogi, karma yogi, with proper mindset. Learn the right way to work. That's what Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita, right? So learn the right way, learn the right way to work. That is, work with the proper mindset. So this is a repetition in 6 chapters again. That is, you work as a devotional service to me. Yagnardat karmano yatra lokoyam karma bandhanat. Right? What are the duties you do? You do as a service to me, as a seva to me. For my pleasure, you do, not for your pleasure. For my pleasure, you do your duties. Okay, to attain me as a goal, you do your duty. The fourth chapter, Krishna says beautiful things. You spiritualize your work. All your actions, you spiritualize your work. Okay, don't just mechanically work. See everything as a spiritual things and spiritualize your work. And for my pleasure, you work. To attaining me as your goal, you work. If you can work, then you'll remain undisturbed. Remain undisturbed. Okay. Now that you know this knowledge, working, spiritualizing your work, working with proper mindset is called gnana, right? So use this weapon and get up and fight. Fourth chapter, Krishna says, get up and fight, buddy. I gave you enough sermon here. I gave you enough lecture here. Get up and fight. Get up and fight. Krishna, Arjuna is like, still has a question. Still has a question. We are in the fourth chapter. Still has a question. I'm not ready. Okay, what is your question? He says, should I act or renounce? Should I act or renounce? Which one is better? Man, I have been explaining you so long that you don't have to renounce your duties. You do your duties like a renunciate. This is what the point Krishna emphasizes because Arjuna is asking this question, which one is better? Krishna says, you do your duties like a renunciate. Like a renunciate. Hmm? Like a yogi sannyasi, like a renunciate. In all your duties, stay detached. Stay detached. Don't get too much attached. Don't get too much offended in your situations. Don't get carried away by so-called happenings in your life. Be neutral. Try to be neutral. Hmm? You can get that stage by the practice of devotional service bhakti. But initially, you try to practice that. Learn to practice that. Hmm? Live in this world but remain untouched by this world. It's a beautiful thing Krishna says in fifth chapter. You be in this world, be untouched by this world. Can you give me example, Krishna? Yes, lotus leaf. So this so-called lotus leaf is in the water. So-called lotus leaf in the water, but it is untouched by the water. It is untouched by the water. It is not damaged by the water itself. So similarly, Krishna says, you be in this world, spiritualize your actions, live in this world with proper mindset, do all your actions, but remain untouched by the dualities of this world. Honor, dishonor, the person who appraised you, the same person will also criticize you. This is called dualities in this world. It is very natural. The world is full of dualities. Yes. You learn to practice being neutral to all the dualities in this world. Such a person is called a yogi. So be in this world, be untouched by this world. And most importantly, I'm telling you again, don't think you are the cause of your actions. Don't think you are the one who is doing everything. There are other elements too. What are these other elements, Krishna? You are confusing me. I think I'm the one with this body, I'm acting. Krishna says, no, you're not the only one with acting with this body. There are other factors too. Oh, what are those factors? Krishna says, this Prakriti, material nature. This so-called material nature is propelling you to act. The so-called material nature is propelling you to act in a certain way. Why? According to your own desires. According to your own interest, this material nature is propelling you, making you to function. If you have a desire to enjoy certain thing, then you will be triggered and pulled towards your mind, and senses will be dragged into that direction because of this so-called Maya, Prakriti, material nature. Okay, and I am also the cause. Krishna says he's also the cause of us to act. The point Krishna is making, Krishna doesn't explain here, but what Krishna is saying is, what I'm telling you right now is, don't think you're the cause of your actions. Don't take yourself the responsibility of your actions. Okay, so there are, if there is a success or failure, be neutral. In case of success, don't think it's because of your own strength, your own effort. It's because of divine mercy. It's your previous deeds, and it's a God's intervention as well. When you are feeling dejected, failure, hopeless, still remain neutral because there is a plan. This is my plan. Think about that. Think about that. It is God's plan. I'm going through this. So such way you can be neutral in all your actions. Yeah, success, failure, anything you do, be neutral in your actions and remain undisturbed. Be in this world, but remain undisturbed by this world. Yes, it is hard. I acknowledge it is hard, it is difficult, but you need to start somewhere. Okay, the practice is dhyana, meditation. Okay, easy to say, but it's hard to practice, right? Krishna is also saying, yes, it is hard. I know it's easy to say, but it is hard. But you need to start by dhyana, meditation. You fix your mind, bring your mind and senses into control by doing dhyana, meditation practices. Yes, In the meditation practices, in the beginning, it is hard. In the beginning, it is hard. You need to have good fitness. First, you have to be physically fit. If you're not physically fit, you cannot even sit on the floor. You cannot even close your eyes and meditate, right? So you need to be physically fit. To be physically fit, don't eat too much. Don't eat too much. If you eat too much, then you'll be sleepy. If you eat too little, don't eat too little. If you eat too little, then you'll be hungry. If you're hungry while meditation, you're thinking about the food. Okay? So don't eat too much, don't eat too less. Don't sleep too much. If you sleep too much, then you'll be sluggish, lazy. You can't meditate. And don't sleep too little. If you sleep too little while meditation, you'll sleep. While meditation, you'll sleep. So you need to have a regulated life. You need to have a regulated life. Live a regulated life, then the meditation becomes easy. Hmm? You start very beginning, the regulated life, fix your mind and senses. Wherever the mind goes, bring it back. Wherever the mind goes, bring it back. Wherever the mind goes, bring it back, and try to fix your mind and senses and try to meditate. When you meditate, when you meditate, it takes months, years, lifetimes to attain perfection. But at one point, this is what sixth chapter Dhyana Yoga Krishna says. At one point, you can attain self-realization, you can attain God realization, and that is the time you can experience this world. You will see everything belongs to me, everything in me. You will see my presence in everyone and everything. What Krishna is saying is that is a state of a self-realized soul. When he attains self-realization, what does he see? Everything. So Krishna is saying, yeah, it takes months, years, lifetime, but definitely in 2026, in this world, 2026, there is so much disturbance everywhere. Sitting in one place and meditating is practically impossible. Krishna knows that, Arjuna knows that. That's why Arjuna also asked this question. Yeah, Krishna, you're nicely saying sit, meditate, eat too little, eat too less, sleep too little, so and sleep, don't sleep too much, don't sleep too little. It's easy to say again. That is also impractical to me. I can't do that. The process of meditation you are prescribing me to control mind and senses is impractical to me. I can control wind. I can control wind. I can make the wind flow from one direction to other direction. But this mind is so turbulent and restless. Pramati Dravatam, Pramati Dravatam. This mind is so turbulent, restless. I cannot control this mind and senses. I can't do this. What to do? What to do? Then Krishna answers. This is the seventh question Arjuna is asking. Now Krishna answers. You need to learn, practice. It is hard, but you practice. Learn vairagya, learn detachment, learn, practice. Try to practice. It is hard, but try to practice. That's what he said. Okay. Immediately Arjuna asked this question, question number 8. Question number 8. It's a beautiful question. This is a turning point of entire Bhagavad Gita now. Okay. This is what Arjuna asked. Krishna, you are saying you sit and meditate. You can sit and meditate. You're asking me to sit and meditate on my own self, my own Atma, and close your eyes and breathe and experience my own self and realize my own self. Yeah, I can try that. You're asking me to try it. I can try it. But what happens to me if I die? If I practice little bit and make 20% progress, if I don't attain self-realization, but if I make 20% progress, what happens to me? What happens to a soul who makes 80% progress? 20% progress, 80% progress. In the sense, in other sense, what happens to the person who has not attained self-realization, but he has been practicing meditation? That's what everybody does in this world, right? Meditation, meditation, meditation on Atma self. Krishna says, yes, you can do that. You can by that meditation is not wrong, okay? You'll attain a good control of mind and senses. You'll remain undisturbed. But you cannot attain liberation. Yes, you cannot attain liberation without realizing yourself. Hmm? But in next life, you'll get an opportunity again. Because you practice this dhyana yoga in next life, when you'll be given a human life and you'll be put among the good people, there you can practice. After hearing this, Arjuna was almost hopeless. What Krishna is saying is, you do your duty with proper mindset, you can attain liberation. And to have good control of mind and senses, yeah, you do dhyana, but you'll attain liberation. Krishna is motivating, throwing biscuits basically, right? You do your duty, you can attain liberation. But here at this point, at this junction, Arjuna was totally hopeless. Whatever you're teaching is, I cannot do this. I want liberation right away, right now. I want to be liberated right away, right now. Tell me something easy that I can do. I can't sit and meditate. This won't work for me. That was in his mind. This is the case for everybody in Kali Yuga, right? We all are like this. We can't sit and meditate on ourselves for months, years, lifetimes. That's practically impossible to attain liberation. This is a turning point in the entire Bhagavad Gita now. Krishna says, okay, don't worry about that. I'll tell you another technique. Okay, what is other technique, Krishna? Krishna says, you fixate your mind on me. Hmm? You practice bhakti yoga, not dhyana yoga. You practice bhakti yoga. You love me. Learn to love me. That is a practice that will liberate you. Learn to practice it. Huh? That is a practice that will liberate you. So, how to love you, Krishna? Krishna says, you need to first know about me. If you don't know about me, how can you love me? You need to know my greatness and glories. If you know my greatness and glories, then your mind is naturally attracted towards me. If you don't hear my greatness and glories, then your mind doesn't attract to me. I'll tell you my glories. I'm the one who created this entire cosmic existence. I'm the one who's sustaining, just like a pearl necklace sustains all the beats. I'm the one who is sustaining this entire creation. I'm the one to be known. I'm the one to be attained. I'm the one to be known. I'm the one to be attained. There are four kinds of people who know me, who will surrender unto me. There are four kinds of people who do not surrender unto me. If you surrender unto me, then only you can attain me. If you do not surrender unto me, then it is then you're gone. Your life is useless. Then you cannot attain me. Okay, so this is bhakti yoga. By the practice of bhakti yoga, you can attain me. There are four kinds of people who will show inclination towards me. Me is saying Krishna. Krishna is saying himself. There are four kinds of people who show interest towards God. What are those? Who are those four kinds of people? Ardu Ardasi Jignasu Gnani. Right? The people who is in need of money, who is in distress. What are the situations? Who wants to know God? There are different kinds of people who go to God. But Krishna says, if you come to me, if you come to me with pure heart, out of love, that's what I want. That's what I want. Such a person is called a gnani. Such a person is called gnani. Hmm? If you come to me out of love, then I'll take you back to Godhead. You'll attain me. Okay. And Krishna also says towards the end of 7th chapter, if you can remember me, if you can remember me, even at the time of your death, if you can remember me, even at the time of your death, you are guaranteed to attain me. You are guaranteed to attain me. So Krishna is pulling Arjuna towards him, towards the devotional service, bhakti, Krishna consciousness, bhakti. Now Arjuna has the ninth question. Ninth question. Can you tell me what is that last minute remembrance, Krishna? You are saying, even if you remember me towards the end of your life, you'll attain me. That's what you said. I get it. But can you elaborate? What is this last minute remembrance? That's the question now. Arjuna says, yes, I'll tell you. Antakalecha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram. Antakalecha. Towards the end of your life, just before you die, look at your mind. What thoughts going on? What things going on? You cannot look at. I can look at. Okay. If you are thinking about me, if your mind is filled with my thoughts, you'll attain me. Guaranteed. If your mind is filled with your something else, if you're thinking about a dog, if you're thinking about a dog, last minute, last second, you're so much attached to dog, you're thinking about a dog, you'll become a dog. Okay, if you're whatever the remembrance you have, you'll attain a similar nature. You'll attain a similar nature. Okay, okay, Krishna, you scared me, but okay. How should I remember you? Hmm? How should I remember you at the last minute? Krishna says, you remember me throughout your life. If you can remember me throughout your life, then it's easy for you to remember me at the end of your life. I repeat, if you can remember me throughout your life, you can easily remember me at the end of your life. If you can remember me at the end of your life, you are guaranteed to attain me. Okay, Krishna, I can do that. But what is the impetus for me? Krishna says, what is the impetus for me? Arjuna asking, what is the impetus for me to attain you? What's special about your abode? Krishna is answering here again that in this creation, there are many worlds. Many worlds. There are 14 planetary systems. After your death, wherever you go, wherever you go, there is a rebirth. After your death, wherever you go, there is a rebirth. But if you can come to me, my abode, my place, there is no rebirth. That's it. Your life is done. Okay, the purpose of human life is fulfilled when you come to my place, my abode. That is a place there is no hunger, no thirst, your life is joyful. Otherwise, wherever you go, you have to come back. Dukkhalayama shashvatam. This is a world of misery. The material world is full of miseries. You do karmic reactions, you suffer. All the world of your dualities you have to go through. It's your choice. So that is the reason you always think about me, meditate on me, and you will attain me. This is the driving factor. You will definitely attain me. And more importantly, I'll tell you another secret. Krishna is telling another confidential message. After you die, after you die, when you exit from this body, there are two paths you will go. There are two paths you'll go. The path of light, the path of darkness. Wow, this is so scientific, right? Only person who has gone knows it. We don't know. Okay? But Krishna is saying there is a path of light, there is a path of darkness. If you open your eyes, if you look at there is everything is dark, good luck, you're coming back. And if everything is light, is filled with light, the route you're going is filled with light, okay, you're coming to me. That means after death, uh, our travel determines our next journey. This is a confidential message Krishna gives. Okay, now Arjuna is quite worried now. Hmm? Now Krishna says, I'll tell you another confidential knowledge. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. The most confidential knowledge, the most secret of all secret is develop devotion unto me. Develop devotion unto me. Bhakti, develop devotion. Know my glories. Hear my glories again and again. Understand my glories. Surrender unto me. Take some devotional practices. Then you can definitely come to me guaranteed. Okay, in this creation there are demigods also. Demigods, I'm the one. People go to demigods and get their desires fulfilled, but I'm the one who is empowering the demigods. I'm the one giving through them. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in your life fulfilling desires. Don't make your goal of life just to fulfill your desires. Make your goal of life to attain me. Okay, to attain me is so easy. So the practice of bhakti yoga is easy. Just offer a flower to me. Early morning, get up from the bed and take a flower, offer to me. If you don't have a flower, take a fruit. Take an apple, you offer to me. If you don't have a fruit, just offer a leaf to me. If you don't have a leaf, just take a glass of water, offer to me. But in all your offerings, add an ingredient, that is love. With love, you offer to me. I take the love. I'll return your apple. You can eat the apple. I'll take the love. And I take the love and give your apple back, you eat. When you eat my prasada, my remnants, your mind is purified, your consciousness is purified. Then you'll slowly, slowly develop love towards me. When you're coming to me, when you're talking to me, when you're hearing about me, you'll develop unalloyed love and devotion unto me, guaranteed. So that way you'll come to me. Okay, Krishna, I'll try that. Now I have a question. 10th question. 10th question. I think I'll go a little extra. If you can stay, this is a nice conversation. We'll see. So, 10th question. How can I remember you while being in this world, Krishna? You're asking me to remember you. You're asking me to do some services to remember you. I can do that. But in this world, I'm so busy. I do many things in this world, many duties in this world. Okay. I get attracted to many attractive things in this world. I see a car, I get attracted, I develop desires to attain it. I see a gold, I see a skill, a person has a skill. I desire to learn that. My mind is towards many, many things. How can I fixate my mind on you? While being in this world, how can I do that? It's a beautiful thing. Another Krishna says, you need to know about me. Yadyad vibhuti sattvam srimad urjitam yava. Whatever the attractive thing in this world you see, whatever the attractive thing you see in this world, it is because of me. Don't get attracted to things. See my presence in those things. I repeat, don't get attracted towards the things, develop desire towards things. See my presence in those things and develop love towards me. Okay. If you see a person who has nice skill, you appreciate me. Krishna, it is because of you. It is because of you that person got the skill. If it is because of you, that person is a leader. If it is because of you, that person is some ability. Of course, it is because of Krishna only, right? Krishna says, I am the one. I am the one who is empowering the people. I am the one who is making things shine. Don't get obsessed with things. Develop obsession towards me. I repeat, don't get obsession towards things and carried away by this world. Develop obsession towards me. See my presence in those things. This is the essence of chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga. See my presence in those things and develop obsession towards me. Then you're guaranteed to attain me. Okay, Krishna, you said very nicely. You are the one who is present in everyone, everything. You are asking me to meditate like that. But I'm curious now, how is that you are present in this entire world? I want to see that through my eyes. Krishna says, buddy, you cannot see with your own eyes. Your eyes are material eyes. I will give you divine eyes. Now I need to prove myself to you. I'm present in everyone, everything. That's fine. I can do that. I'll give you divine eyes. So Krishna has given a lens to Arjuna. A lens by which Arjuna could see the Krishna did not manifest from like a two hands to a universal form. It just changed the vision. Only vision changed. Only vision changed. Arjuna could see in everyone, everything presence of God, presence of God, and not just that. He has seen the creation, destruction, and he also has seen like what is going to happen in the future. All the enemies, opponents were rushing into the mouth and getting killed. So he saw the Arjuna saw the future also. And Arjuna could see like there is no place where God is not there. There is no place there is not God. He was seeing God everyone and everything. Uh, and he saw past, he saw present, he saw future, and he saw destruction. Everything is getting destroyed, and he got terrified. Buddy, I ask you to, my dear Krishna, I ask you to show your form. You showed this terrifying form. I'm scared. You come back to normal form now. I cannot see your form anymore. I know I ask you, but I cannot see your form. Come back to normal form. That's when Krishna says, okay, as you say, whatever you want, I'll do. He just came back to the normal form and says a wonderful, beautiful thing. Coming back to the topic again, Krishna says, you develop love towards me. Bhakta Swananya Sakya Ahameva Vido Arjuna. Gnatvam drishtuncha tatvena praveshtuncha parantapa. You develop love towards me. That is the only way you will attain me. That is the only way you can see me in reality. Otherwise, it is impossible. Okay. So I think I missed this question. Question number 12. Arjuna asked, like before coming back the farm, Arjuna asked, "Who are you? Huh? Your ghastly form is terrifying." So Krishna says, "Time I am." Okay. Yeah. After showing the universal form, Krishna says, "Only by bhakti, unalloyed devotion unto me, you can attain me." Okay, done. 12 chapters done. Entire Bhagavad Gita is over. Now Krishna is asking Arjuna to fight, but Arjuna still has questions. Okay, now that I have seen the universal form, I have seen the universal form of yours. It looks like you have two forms. One is a formless, there is a form. The formless which is spread everywhere, and there is a form I can see in front of you, in front of me. You have two forms, formless, formless. Which one I should meditate upon? You're saying become devoted unto me. What form I should meditate upon? Formless or form? Then Krishna says, you formless, both are good. It's me. Whatever it is, it's me only. You're meditating on me. But meditating on my form, the beautiful divine form, hmm, that resembles you, that form is easy. That form is easy. You can look at it, look at my beautiful face. You can look at my beautiful smile. You can meditate on my actions. So it is easy to meditate on my form, my physical form. Okay, okay, Krishna, I can try. Um, can you explain more in detail, like what are the different ways um, I can meditate on you? Hmm? Krishna says, it's not so hard. In all your actions, all your duties, think about me and do. Think about me and do. Hmm? Always uh, fixate your mind on me. Fix your intelligence on me. That is a level one. If you can't do that, if you can't do that, try practicing. Try to learn practice in all your duties. Practice. If you cannot even practice that, at least you do some seva. Okay, you come to temple or do some service. You think you do some spiritual activities. You work for me. Krishna says you work for me. If you cannot even work for me, then be yourself. Be yourself and remain detached. You remain detached with your strength or with my help. You can remain detached. So there Krishna gives various practices for him. Now this completes the 12 chapters. 12 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Now Krishna Arjuna understood everything. Um, but Arjuna seems to have questions now. Now that Arjuna had, I'll take more minutes, 10 more minutes. Arjuna still has questions, and um, but whatever Krishna has to speak, he spoke everything. Entire Bhagavad Gita completed by 12 chapter. 12 chapter, everything completed. Now Krishna repeats. From 13 onwards, Krishna repeats. Okay, so Krishna uses some terminology. Why Krishna repeats? Because Arjuna is attentively listening, and Arjuna is not ready to fight. Krishna repeats again from 13. Krishna takes certain topics and goes in detail. The first topics he takes is this is 13th chapter, by the way. 13th chapter, the first topic he takes is soul. Soul. Hmm? He takes soul and goes in detail. What is the nature of the soul? Hmm? Krishna says, you are my person, my part and parcel. You are my fragment. You are my fragment, but you are bound in this world. You are bound in this world. Why are you bound in this world? Because of the so-called Prakriti, material nature. You have a potential to attain a nature like me in my world, but you are forgetful of that fact and you are bound in this world. From time immemorial, you are bound in this world. The bandhana, the bondage is because of so-called Prakriti, material nature. Krishna, you are introducing more terminology. Explain me what is the Prakriti now. So Prakriti, the material nature, is consist of three modes: Satvaguna, Rajaguna, Tamoguna. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Okay. Can I see those? No, you cannot see. Hmm? So no, you cannot see. Huh? So why? So those are subtle things. How can I realize these modes are acting on me? Huh? Then Krishna says, if when you are in the mode of goodness, when you are in the mode of goodness, you are physically fit, mentally fit, in all your duties, you are doing perfectly, yeah, and you're gaining knowledge. Through your senses are you're gaining knowledge. All the senses are perfectly functioning and you're gaining knowledge. There is no disturbance to the gaining knowledge. Hmm. And you are in an undisturbed state of mind. You are in an undisturbed state of mind. That is the nature of goodness. But if you are in a restless mind, if you are with a restless mind, you are distracted by many distracted things in this world. Uh, you're hankering for things. Krishna Sangha, hankering for things. This hankering because of mode of passion. To hankering to enjoy through senses. Hankering to enjoy through senses. There is nothing wrong by the way, but hankering to enjoy through senses. The so-called hankering, it is because of mode of passion. Rajoguna. And there is a third mode, that is look at your mind when you're lazy, tired, sleepy. You're listening, but you're not understanding. You're looking, but you're not understanding. In all your duties, you're misunderstanding things. You're listening, but you're misunderstanding. Understanding in a reverse way, opposite way. That is because of tamas, mode of ignorance. Right? There is mode of passion, goodness, passion, ignorance, satoguna, rajoguna, tamoguna. These are this is a prakriti, material nature that propels you to function according to your own habits. So one may ask Krishna, why are you making me function like this? Krishna says it is because of your own lifestyle, the food you eat, the type of food you eat, the type of content you put in your mind, the type of content you put in your mind, the kind of lifestyle you live. I facilitate. Krishna says, I facilitate you to function in this way. Our mindset is being facilitated according to our habits. Our habits. It's a beautiful thing in the 14th chapter. Okay, Krishna. This is another important thing in 14th chapter. Krishna says, if you are dying in the mode of when you are in the mode of ignorance, when you are in the mode of tamoguna, and your death happens, then you are guaranteed to get a animal body. Animal body. If you are in the mode of passion, then you're guaranteed to get a body, human body, and most likely in the earth planet. But if you are in the mode of goodness and you leave your body, either you go spiritual world or you go in a better place, heavenly planets. Okay, so okay, Krishna, you're saying these three modes acting on me. I want to lessen this burden on me. What should I do? How can I transcend these modes? How can I transcend these modes? Krishna says, you cannot transcend by your own strength. I'm telling you again and again, you cannot transcend this by your own strength. When you surrender unto me, when you take shelter of me, when you become devoted unto me, only then you can transcend these modes. मांचयो अव्यभिचारेण भक्ति योगिन सेवते भक्ति योगिन सेवते sagunan samatiyeta and brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Only by surrender unto me, only by unalloyed devotional service unto me, you can transcend these modes. Okay. Now 16th question Arjuna asked. 16th question. We are close in 5 minutes, 2 minutes will end. Okay. So Krishna towards the end of 14th chapter, Krishna says, if you follow Bhagavad Gita, follow scriptures, live a life according as prescribed in the scriptures, then then uh, um, then you'll develop good qualities. Good qualities. If you disregard scriptures, you live a life according to your own whims, then you become more and more demonic, more and more demonic. You will develop demonic natures. Okay, so that's when Arjuna asks the 16th question: what is the fate of those people who have faith but do not follow? That means they are good people. People are good, but they're not according to scriptures. They're not following any good scriptures, but they're living a They're doing humanitarian activities, good things, but they're not according to scriptures. Krishna says those are useless. Yes, you can do, but they'll give you good karma. They'll give you good karma. Because of good karma, you have to enjoy, you'll come back. But they do not grant you liberation. You have to do good things. I'm not saying you do wrong things. You do good things, but do according to the scriptures with proper mindset. As a service to me, you do. As offering to me, you do. Don't get attached to your humanitarian duties. Okay, that way your actions will lead to liberation. Now, this is the last question. This is the 18th chapter. Again, 18th chapter, Arjuna is asking the question again here. What is the purpose of renunciation and renounced order? Okay, so Krishna says here in this chapter, chapter number 18, that true renunciation is not physically renouncing, but developing a mindset of a renunciate. You develop a mindset of renunciate and take the job that suits your nature. If you are a soldier, okay, don't go and beg. Okay, if you are a soldier, yeah, do the duty that matches your mindset, that matches your nature. That is, yeah, dude, go and fight. Okay, so if you by nature you have a nature to serve others, then you do service, right? So according to your nature, understand, learn your nature. What is your mind? What is your nature? Some people are very much in administrative, right? They have good leadership skills. They are in administrative, so they cannot do low level things, right? The nature, the way they talk, the way they deal the situations, right? So it is different. So Krishna says, according to your nature, you work. Don't change your job profile. You according to your nature, you work, and work with the proper mindset. And more importantly, work with a goal. The goal is to attain me. Make that as a goal, and you live your life. To attain your goal, Manmana bhav bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. Always think about me, always meditate on me, then you are guaranteed to come to me. Here Arjuna has again a perplexed face. What about my past life sins? I have done so many sins in my life, previous life. Krishna says, that is my problem. To cleanse you is my problem. Surrendering to me is your problem. You just surrender unto me. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanamata. You just surrender unto me. I will clean you from all the contaminations, all the dirt you have accumulated, all the sins you have accumulated, all the karmic reactions you have accumulated. I'll make you a pure soul. You just surrender unto me, develop devotion unto me, and continue your duties. Then you are guaranteed to attain me. That's it. I'll stop here. So that's the end of this 18th chapter and the conclusion and the flow of entire Bhagavad Gita. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, thoughts, sharings, we can do now. Thank you. Hare Krishna.